Okay, today's video tutorial will be installing a windshield into the chassis, the Exotruck chassis. For the glass, I use and I recommend a laminated safety glass. This is the same type of windshield that is in a traditional automobile. It is 2 thin layers of glass with, you can barely see it there, with a thin layer of, I think it's just vinyl in between. And what it does is if you catch a log or something off the back of a truck or something on the highway, it'll break, but it will not, well, not easily anyway, come in and hit you in the face. The vinyl layer in between the 2 pieces of glass will catch the object. Although your windshield will be ruined, your face won't be. Other options like acrylic, I strongly don't recommend acrylic. Even though it's very clear and tough, it is also brittle. Something could break it and send pieces at your face. It also is not very UV stable, so it'll fade and discolor over years. It's not scratch resistant. Similar goes with polycarbonate. It's not very UV friendly. I use them on the side panels, and they have held up the UV pretty well, but the sunlight will make them warp a little bit, and they're not very scratch resistant. So something like a windshield wiper or frequent cleaning with Windex or something, and especially where the inspection sticker goes, where the guy uses the razor blade to take your old sticker off, but that will get scratched up. And I don't recommend polycarbonate, although a lot of people use it. It's also expensive. Safety glass here, I got this piece from a local store, just a regular, storefront glass place. Will carry this stuff, and although it is not AS1 certified from their stores because they don't deal with automotive, it is, I believe, Z97 or B97. I'll get that in the description below. This type of glass is dual certified from the manufacturer to be AS1. So whoever cuts your glass, if you can ask them to get the AS1 stamp on it, that'll greatly help you when you get this thing registered, because most states will only accept an AS1 type glass windshield. And my state, Pennsylvania, did accept this Z97 type glass as being dual certified, and I had the certificate from the guy that cut the glass seller, as being that type of glass. So that's a big one. AS1 laminated safety glass is my recommendation for your windshield. It's about $150 depending on where you go. It's easy to cut. There will be a template available, or you can make your own cardboard template. You just bring it in and they cut the glass for you. Now on the frame, when you get it, it'll have this 1-inch thick, 1-inch wide border all the way around it. It's all on the same plane. It's flat. It's super easy to attach the glass to with regular windshield glue, which is what we're going to be doing today. And if you really want to use polycarbonate, you can drill holes in it and bolt the polycarbonate down too. But like I said, I like the glass. It's scratch resistant. It's safe. It's legal. So that's what I use. For the glue, this 3M Windo-Weld 08609. It's available at your local auto parts stores sometimes. If not, you can get it online. This sanitizing wipe I'm just going to use to clean the glass. Caulking gun for the glue, and a razor blade to open the glue. Now, one thing about the glass is when you get it, it does not have that black, what they call frit layer around it like a traditional car windshield, because this was never meant to be a car windshield. I had a lot of ideas when I first did mine. Should I spray paint it? Should I do this? Should I do that? But it just dawned on me one day. I was like, I could just use the glue. So I mask off an area about a 1-inch perimeter all the way around the glass, and when I'm ready to apply the glue to the frame, I just smear on a thin layer all around the edge, and all it really does is makes a decorative layer so you don't see a squiggly glue line all around the frame. Alright, so we'll get started. Get our wipes. Just alcohol wipes. Use anything, clean the glass, acetone or whatever you got. Make sure it's clean. The reason I was able to make this video today is because the last time I installed this window, I was in a hurry. And I installed it over fresh paint. Like half an hour old fresh paint. So, and it wasn't cured properly. And this window, after 2 years, seems to have pulled the paint right off the steel frame. So, before you apply the glue and install the window, make sure that the paint around your frame here is cured and dry. So I've had this glue soaking in a bucket of hot water because I've used this stuff before, and from experience I know it is incredibly hard to squeeze out of this gun. Now, if you have like an electric gun or a pneumatic one, now's the time to bring it out. Otherwise it's going to work fine as long as you've got the glue pretty well warmed up. I think like 80-90 degrees would be pretty ideal. Definitely not 40 degrees like the first time I used it. It's pretty much just like caulking. Cut the hole about 1/4 inch around, a little more, 5/16, 8 millimeters. Pretty much ready to go. So you don't need a lot. Just a little bit all the way around here.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
I do.
Okay, 1 second. Pull the pressure off. And then you should just start smearing it. Okay, now that the frit layer, like I like to call it, is on, you can clean your fingers. I use these alcohol wipes. And we'll put the layer along the frame. Alright. Just like gluing anything else, put a layer that you think is good. It's about a, I don't know, I use about a 1/4 inch thick, 5/16 inch thick bead all the way around. It for the glue. Set the glue aside. Here, I'll show you the. This is about, you know, all you need here. If I can focus on that. There we go. Like I say, it's not a lot, just enough to stick the windshield. The frames, even this one, my prototype is surprisingly straight. So the window just lays flat on there and just sticks. Alright, now the fun part. I'm going to leave the blue on this time, just to keep it cleaner. If you do a 1-inch border there, and this thing's 1 inch wide, the glass is actually, I recommend, about an 1/8 inch to 3/16 smaller around all the edges. So the tape will be within the frame. So when you pull it off, it's not, you know, it's not sandwiched in there or anything. You can pull it off from the inside once you're done. All right, buddy. Okay, this is the tricky part. So with me here. Now mine has the windshield wiper.
Yep.
So it makes it a little bit finer.
Yeah.
I just set it down at the bottom of the frame. Oh, hang on, buddy. I got it. Reach in from inside as you can. That's pretty much it.
Okay.
Now I have these tapes up here.
Look. I just put this
Hold it
one.
up.
Yeah.
The other side. Hold it up. And just kind of center it in there. And then take these off so you can see. And kind of on the hood acts as a nice little kickstand. Just a couple pieces of wood. I just gotta eyeball it. Make sure it's centered the way you like. Tape does a pretty good job of holding it up as long as you use decent tape. Move the bottom a little bit more that way. That's pretty much it. Now I just press it, very carefully press it in. The glass is pretty tough, but it's not, it's still glass.
Hey, Dad, somebody's here.
So,
There's somebody's here.
yeah, the cleaning people.
No,
Yeah.
no, somebody else. It's somebody else. It's somebody else. It's somebody else, Dad.
Okay, buddy. Get there. I'll check it out. You just want to make sure it's evenly pressed all the way around. You'll see some of the glue squeeze out a little bit. Pretty much a good sign. Some other inspect. Alright, that's pretty much it. So it's just like regular car windshield adhesive. I mean, obviously I recommend letting it sit overnight to cure, or dry at least. And this type of glue, it always stays a little bit flexible. So, in weather and different things, maybe vibration, the windshield kind of just floats there on that layer of rubber. And other than the paint not being cured last time I did this, I've had pretty good luck with it. I've taken rocks and everything bounced off this windshield so far, so it's a pretty tough windshield. That's it. Thanks for watching. Got any comments? Leave them below.